Hello, this is Manish Patel from the EII Capital Group. Today is March 27th, 2011. This is our weekly Ichimoku analysis for the currency market. Got a lot to cover, so we'll begin. This is our normal disclaimer to state this is for educational use only. All charts are either in Thinkorswim, TradeStation, or FreeStockCharts.com. If you need to get a hold of me, here's my contact details. Also, you can follow us on Ichimoku Trading, and also you can access our free videos that are available on eiicapital.com. Okay, so let's go straight to the heat map that we have available. Let me enlarge this a little and scroll over some. Okay, and what we're looking at is we're going to be pretty much looking at D0 here. This is the daily Ichimoku rating, and then we're going to be looking at W1, which is W0, which is the weekly Ichimoku rating. What we're looking for on the rating system for bullish scenarios, we're looking for 5 to 8, where 8 being extreme bullish, and -5 to -8, where it's being extreme bearish, is -8. So we're kind of looking for scenarios which go to a 5 on a daily, on a D0, and you got to make sure that it went from something lower to 5, and then also you want to make sure it conforms to the weekly. So if you look here, for the Euro USD, it's still 6.6. So we're going to be looking at the major pairs anyway, so we'll look there. Weekly's conforming. If you look here for the pound USD, the pound was strong last week and basically pulled back drastically here to a point it's changed the sentiment now for the daily time frame. You could see also on the weekly it's weakened. New Zealand USD got more bearish on the daily time from its conflict with the weekly. So there's no trade there. Australian USD, definitely one to look at. Look, it went from 1 to 5, and over here on the weekly, it's still at 8. So that's one to definitely we'll look at. US CAD, it went up some, so that's getting weaker as far as it being bearish. US FTSE is in the pullback phase too. Australian yen, we could look at here. It's getting stronger. It's kind of neutral. But if you look here, the weekly is still not very strong, so we can look at that one. So we'll definitely look at Australian USD, Australian yen. Seems like Australian so far looks like it's getting stronger. US yen still weak, both sides, nothing really there. Euro yen went from 2 to 1 on the daily, and -2 here, so it's really consolidating there, nothing there. Pound yen, it's getting weaker, so we'll look at that one. CAD yen, it's conflict among both time frames right now, but it's definitely getting weaker. We'll look at that one. New Zealand yen, all the yen pairs, even though the Japanese government's trying to come in and intervene, it still looks like the yen is getting stronger. It's still strong, so we'll come back and look at those. Let's go flip through down more. Euro Switzy, nothing really there. Euro pound, look at this, got stronger here but weaker on the weekly, so that's not good. Sorry, got stronger on the weekly, so that is good there. So we'll definitely look at the euro pound. Euro CAD here got a little weaker here, that's not good. Euro Australian got a weaker, so euro kind of took a hit last week, it seems like. Just cycling down from here. Really doesn't look like there's many opportunities right now on this Sunday. Look at New Zealand CAD is one we'll definitely look at. Look here, the CAD got stronger against New Zealand and looking really good here, so we'll definitely look at that one. And that's about it. Australia, New Zealand is still strong. Let's go straight to the charts because that's where we achieve a lot, and then we'll go from there. So let's go straight to the charts. Remember, to my left is my daily time frame. To my right is my weekly time frame, which I need to take care of right there. Okay, so remember, over here is to your left is your daily, over here to your right is your weekly. If you look at the Euro USD, it's still very, very strong, going to the bullish side as far as the weekly is concerned. It's got a little double top here. The double top is not confirmed yet, okay, so be careful there. It's only confirmed if it goes below the Cajun, so we gotta wait and see what happens there. Okay, let's go look at the daily time frame. Daily time frame, we're in the pullback phase right now. where price is now below the Tenkan-sen. If we go below the Kijun-sen and we close below the Kijun-sen, then most likely this will probably be a double top. But we got to wait and see to see if price ever gets below this cloud in the daily. But right now, still Euro USD is still trending. It's just in the pullback phase as far as the daily is concerned. Okay, pound USD. Remember, for the last couple of weeks we said pound possibly can be real trending or starting a trend. If you look at YouTube video, it did a little head fake, poked its head out, got everyone to believe that it broke this double top here, and got everyone going long. And then what it did was it slammed everyone the other side. So this was a big head fake that a lot of people got caught in. And you could see how many people got caught into the buying the pound USD, because look how fast it slammed down. Um, if you look at the weekly, it's still bullish strong, but it's getting weaker right now. The momentum's actually weak on that one. And if you look at the daily, you could see that it's basically in the cloud now, so it's consolidating. So there's no trade right now as long term as far as the pound USD is concerned. Let's go look at the US yen. You still got this big spike here. Um, really, I don't like to look at this at all. Due to this big spike here, you need to kind of like a couple of days or couple of weeks to kind of filter out that big spike to see really what's going to happen here. We have not gone above this high right here of 82, so until we do that, to break that, there's nothing here to really look at all. Now, in fact, we're kind of staying away from the yen pairs right now due to the government of Japan intervening at will with the global committees out there. Okay, so let's go look at some other pairs. US CAD. If you look at US CAD, it's still bearish trending on the weekly time frame is concerned, but it's consolidating on the daily. The longer this thing consolidates, the more the bears are running out of momentum to take this thing down. So be very careful. If you're bearish, if you're bullish, the setup is still not there, so you got to be patient some more. US Switzy, you could see is bearish trending on the weekly very well. As far as the daily is concerned, it's now pulled back here to the Kijun-sen. Question is, will it hold here at the Kijun-sen? The momentum indicator is still very strong. It has weakened a little due to this huge pullback that's occurred very fast. But today is going to be kind of the critical day for the U.S. Switzy to make its decision. Actually, next 2-3 days are going to be critical on what's it going to do in moving forward. In the next 4 days, if it doesn't sit there and break higher, then this thing does have a possibility going down to retest the lows. Australian USD, you could see that this thing's very strong. It went right back, kind of broke its little resistance here, but just by a little. And the question is, what's it going to do? This move was huge as far as on the daily time frame is concerned for the last couple of days. In order for this thing to keep on trending upwards in a nice healthy trend, this really does need to do a pullback, possibly all the way down here to about 1.0103. If it pulls back to there or something else, or to about 194 or somewhere around there, then this really can sit there and start trending very healthily. But this huge movement up is not really good for it at all. Let's see, New Zealand USD. You look at New Zealand USD, you could see that basically it's in a pullback, major pullback as far as the weekly is concerned. Over here on the daily, it's still bearish, but it's starting to get some momentum to try to push for the cloud. But definitely needs to pull back and then possibly go in order to break the cloud completely. Let's see, what else did we have to go look at? CAD Yen was another currency pair. As we mentioned, we're kind of staying away from the yen pairs completely. All the Australian pairs were very strong. Fast Money was talking, believe about Australian Switzy. If you look at Australian Switzy here, the weekly, there's nothing really there. As far as the daily is concerned, this looks very similar to the earlier chart with Australian. It really needs a pullback and then kind of break through this cloud in order to start trending healthy to the bullish side. Euro Switzy. Let's go look at that. It's consolidating here on the daily. On the weekly, it's just doing nothing too. It really needs a momentum to push, kind of break out. But right now, it's not going to look like it's going to happen for at least a couple of weeks for the Euro Switzy to pop out. I think we've covered all of the major pairs out there. If you guys have any questions, please email us or give us a call. Thank you.